Hi, my name is Liz Hathway and this is my astrological look at the week ahead. The week starting Monday 16th of September 2019. So okay, this week we see Saturn is moving direct. That is the big news story, and I guess as well the last Jupiter and Neptune square. But Saturn moving direct is hugely significant because he will have been impacting the affairs of the houses that he is ruling in the chart at the moment. So if he's ruling second and third, transit in second, but also ruling in third, then there will have been some financial things possibly, or something to do with neighbours or with siblings. Those areas will have been going through some kind of crisis possibly, or certainly, there hasn't been a lot of possibilities to move affairs forward. Saturn slows things down. It's never sort of easy. Saturn really wants to take you through it. You have to go through the mill a bit with Saturn. He's going to make sure, he's going to test you. Are you sure you want this? And then Saturn goes direct. He'll slowly get onto speed. And if you think about it, he'll be already next year in March, dipping his toes into Aquarius. So he's going to be really gathering up speed slowly. So affairs now are going to be able to move forward in a favourable way, because Saturn, of course, is in Capricorn, his own sign, so he can deliver the goods. He's very constructive, he's very, on point, he knows what to do. And if you can work with the Saturn when he's moving direct, you can really have concrete results, because that is the essence of Capricorn, the essence of Saturn as well. It's make it real. I want to actually see this. Words are cheap. Let's really see what you've delivered. So it's a kind of a turning point in the year. We've reached this turning point. Jupiter's also direct now. So planets are gathering speed, things are moving forward. We see that on the back of that movement direct on Wednesday, we also immediately have on the early morning of Thursday a grand Earth trine with the moon in Taurus, the sun there in Virgo, and of course the Saturn in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn. So we're getting this sort of backup there, this sort of drive, and on that day as well, on Thursday, Mars trines Pluto. So there's no resistance there. Energy can actually move mountains now. Things are really sort of there's some kind of clarity, because with Saturn as well, he takes his time, but this is really where the buck does stop. This is where the reality of things kick in. There's no way out of this particular boat. That is the bottom line. That is Saturn. So we've reached that point, and it's interesting in a way. The moment that possibilities are closed off, the minute that way is forever gone, suddenly we start to look with new eyes at the rest. So there's openings here as well. That one door closes, forget Saturn rules doorways, but another door opens. It's very much like that this week. But I think we should very, very, very take into account that Jupiter is also square Neptune. So it could be it's the last Jupiter-Neptune square, the last of three. The first was on 13th of January. The second was on the 10th of April, Jupiter went retrograde. The third square was on the 16th of June. And now on Saturday, we've got this last square, right? So, take off the rose-coloured spectacles. We're coming into the last Saturn-Neptune sextile too. So, dream and fantasy is all very well and good, but, make it real. What is here to be salvaged? What can be used? What is useful? Because Jupiter square Neptune can be very much an overdose of illusion, the big escape. And it's illusion followed by disillusion. So we have to be careful that we are not being overly optimistic, overly fantasized, having images of things that just do not match the real picture. Because Saturn, Capricorn, reality bites. This is the keynote of this week, I think. And that can be difficult, I can get it, because on Sunday we see, for example, Mercury square the nodes, Mercury in Libra, who's very much about consensus, peace, harmony. Let's find a way through this. Let's open a dialogue. We can talk. Venus as well in Libra. So there's this loving sort of want to get things sorted so that we can move forward together. But then we see Mercury squares the nodes, and Mercury is also square Saturn on Sunday. So yeah, there's always that feel with Mercury square Neptune as well as doors closing. It's a bit of an inhibiting aspect, Mercury square Saturn. It's the mind is very focused. It's very able to do good. It's great for research, for example, if you have that kind of work to be done that really is quite exhausting mentally. This is a great energy for that. But if there's in other areas, it's very sort of like the thinking is a little bit doomy and gloomy. There's a little tendency there maybe towards pessimism, towards thinking the worst, because this is again coming on the back of a Jupiter Neptune square, which is, the sky's the limit, boom, boom, anything can happen, anything's possible. And then we get this reality check, Saturn's moving direct, Mercury square Saturn. So this feels a little bit as well like Mercury's always much about the younger, sort of more, shall we say, optimistic sort of view, and Saturn is very much the old man, the old system, never change a winning team. This is the way we've always done it. And it's that clash almost between, the age-old clash between young and old. It's a bit like that, but it's a difficult square. So we've got this Jupiter Neptune, we've already see it in the collective, we've seen now with the whole tension going on again around Iran, which has very much been sort of intertwined really with the Jupiter Neptune square. But today we've seen like a huge rise in oil prices, for example, which is very Jupiter square Neptune. So also we get that sense of oceans and water and oil and boats and, all this kind of naval, these are all sort of themes that we could see coming out of the collective with Jupiter squaring Neptune. So don't overreach. We've still got one Saturn-Neptune sextile to come. So don't overreach yourself. Don't get carried away. Just what is and not what could be. Let that be the focus of your attention. Because that, as I said, there's that wonderful thing about Saturn direct. There's that wonderful thing about seeing things as they are. That sort of that penny dropping, if you like. There's something in that acceptance that opens new doors as well. Have a great week. Bye.